All right, so as marketers, we make lots of important decisions, and a lot of times we look to base those decisions on data. Sometimes we're lucky and that data is already available. In other words, we have secondary data that we can use to guide us. Other times we're not so lucky and we have to go out and get our data ourselves. In other words, we have to collect data. Well, how can we do that? There are a lot of different methods that we can use. We can use surveys. As long as we can get our customers or other people to take a survey, that can generate really meaningful data. Other times, we want to go a different route, and we use what are called focus groups. These are just guided discussions with groups of people who can hopefully help us to understand how people think about us as a brand or our product. Other times, we want to get down into more deep detail with people. In that case, we might use interviews where we talk to individuals at length about their perceptions of us or our product. Next, we have scanner panels that can provide us with valuable data. Scanner panels are groups of consumers who've agreed to track their own behavior. In other words, they keep track of everything that they buy by using sort of like a loyalty card that keeps track of everything that they purchase as it is checked out at the store. That's where we get scanner panel data. Another important source of data in today's world is what's called web tracking. Everybody uses the internet, and if we want to really understand our consumers, we might need to follow their behavior online. That's where web tracking comes in play. We all know about cookies on websites. Well, that's what cookies do, is they track us. Next, we have ethnography, which can be a really valuable source of data. Ethnography involves seeing people behave and live in their natural environment. So we have to sort of join them in that environment to see how they live and how they operate. That's what ethnography is all about. Lastly, if we want to solve more complicated questions or get data about certain situations, we might have to create experiments. In other words, we might have to conduct experimental research where we test different ideas about how things work or how people will respond to certain things. That's experimental research. So with all these methods combined, we have a lot of ways as marketers that we can go out and collect valuable data.